This is random Breakout, and this is Escape from the Oven season. Yet again. Well, it'll be ending soon, don't worry. In about 2 days, maybe. Not exactly sure if my work ethic is gonna just resurrect itself from its dead ashes and climb out of the urn to talk to me and tell me to, you know, be productive, but we can only hope that in those 2 days I will shoot another video. But who knows, man, who knows. I mean, let's find a none of these are good. Like, gonna be honest here. Wow. Alright, I guess just take pepperoncino. It's the next best thing. I just feel like I should have taken black garlic's buff, you know, the one with all the jellies. But at the same time, you know, it's like, just why should I? Actually, no, not why should I, but more like, he had a debuff, and I don't like debuffs because I know my luck is going to stab me in the foot with a table leg and give me like bitter bear jellies every single obstacle, even if I do have a 1% chance of getting it. So there's that. I mean, or you know, a bitter bear jelly party instead of just a bitter bear. Cause when you find one, there will always be a few million more on there. Okay, there we go. That's good, that's good. Oh yeah, magma pendant. Didn't pepperoncino have a sort of buff with magma pendant? I'm pretty sure. Or either that or it's like fire spirit or something, or habanero. So I'm not entirely sure. Speaking of which, I remember hearing around the time that update came out that pepperoncino was just like another language's name for, well, pepper. So, you know, really just running out ideas here, I guess. Next, you're gonna be having like light cookie, and then light cookie who lifts weights. You know, that's just gonna be the only difference. I mean, good thing they don't bother to translate to other languages, although if not, that would be like terribly confusing, wouldn't it? Imagine you've only got one word for pepper in your language, but it's already been used, so you've got multiple cookies all named pepper. 10. Anyways, meat jelly again. I feel like the biggest problem with this is the fact that I never get leaks, and I never get them where I want them to be either. So I just end up failing at my missions. We are gonna do this guy because I have more faith in them, actually. Yep. This guy. Longan Dragon, right? I mean, yeah, alright, you know. As long as you don't have a magic candy, I'm pretty good with you, you know. Even if canonically you're this like big ass tyrant dictator which wants to, you know, return everything to how it was to the good old days. I mean, you know, you're not paid to win, so can I really dislike you that much? I'm kidding. But still, the dragons are one of the more pay to win aspects of the legendary cookies, I do suppose, but well, except for Lotus Dragon, but you know what, that's something else, I do suppose. Not to say that I am not biased towards Lotus Dragon cookie, but it's still to say their favoritism is pretty. I'm not sure what it's to say favoritism or they just want to get money, like the devs. So I'm not entirely sure. And I mean, I guess it's not entirely fair to say it's the devs that want the money so much as just like, who knows? Probably the higher executives, the shareholders or whatever, that want more money. So they pressure the devs into making things more and more pay to win. So there's that. I mean, even if you don't focus on the more tiny aspects of the game, like the nitty gritty, like, you still see that compared to like the past few years or so, the amount of legendaries just has been increasing year by year. Because legendaries are one of a very big way to make money, since they're very hard for newer players or just like your average player to get, so you usually spend money to get them, and since they'll be powerful and in the meta and special and sparkly and shiny, Of course, you would naturally want to spend more money on them as like your typical like player. So, well, unless it's like a $40 package, which is I'm looking at you, millennial tree, but whatever. I mean, the game is still the game, I guess. Until the day they just discontinue it, I'll probably keep on playing, honestly speaking. I mean, I've always had a little bit of a preference, if you will, for 2D platformers. And it's a nice game, I do suppose, if you ignore all the bad things about it, which is, but it's decent, I guess. I mean, decent as in like relatively speaking. I mean, we're not any like Diablo Immortal sort of pay to win yet, so I honestly think this game is alright. It's alright. Relatively speaking, I think that's the important part here. If you took a game like the Diablo Immortal and just put it next to this guy, yeah, I think this game would come out on top. And that's not even me just being like subjective, it's just like I think anybody would say that, like Diablo Immortal is a crazy kind of sort of pay to win, you can really tell they got the psychologists and all the psychiatrists in. They start like questioning out what's the best way to get people's money out of their pockets, it's not an exact science, but it's a science, alright. For a moment there I thought we carried on our mission when I saw 406, but we didn't. It's just that Rockstar Cookie does indeed make that many jellies, so oh well. It's a bit of a shame those jellies don't actually amount to much in terms of points, but I mean it does the mission well, so can I really complain that much? Yes, I can, yes, but still. The damp underground channel. Hearing the swishing of that sewage water around my ankles. Tepid, murky, muddy. It was not a great experience for Rockstar. Did you know? This reminds me. Was where I used to live some time back. By some time back, I mean like some years back, but I'm not gonna specify because it makes me feel old. Even though I am, but whatever, man. See, it's the spirit that counts, people. It's that spirit inside. I have very youthful vigor and air of life around me. Even if you ignore the fact I never go out the house. I'm still young at heart, man. Hot-blooded, reckless and impulsive. Maybe. I mean, after all, you can't just take all the good qualities of one thing you want, can you? How巧. Finally, how lucky we got this bear jellies with our magnetism. It's all good. It's all good. Oh, it lagged for a moment there before you went to bonus time. Sure. Yep, it's lagging. Not sure what about this game. Doesn't like the bonus time, but I assume it's the very bright, beautiful colors that we are seeing on screen right now. You see, there is no happiness to be found here. No, I am meant to suffer and despair, isn't it? Oh dear. Totally forgot I don't get invincibility when I'm having his skill, so I just jumped up right into the obstacle. Oh, it's fine. Just simple mistake. Meat jelly. Like, I can't even be bothered at this point. Just give me all the meat jellies, man. It's the easiest sort of thing to farm, so there's that. Yeah, this game really wants to stick. Why is your dream big muscles? You already have that, man. What do you want? Goku-esque sort of muscle ability, probably. Speaking of which, I never mentioned this, but actually no. Maybe I did, I just forgot. But anyways, repetition is my thing, Right, where were we? So yeah, so for school ingredients actually, there's not only the 2 meat, 2 leek, and 1 meat / mushroom / paprika combo that can net you 3 legendary buffs and a perfect school or excellent one. You can also have about, what was it? Oh yeah, now I remember. So you need to get at least 5 ingredients of the same type and you can get a legendary buff. Reason why I didn't mention that one because Compared to speaking, I think it was much harder than League, but then getting like the normal combo, you know. But oh well, I mean, just saying, if you coincidentally manage to get it, due to my love for meat skewers in next round, then well, what can I say? You know, it's Buddha smiling upon me and saying, "Yep, vegetarianism. It was not a great choice. You have done well, my child." But you know, other than that, meat, maybe you'll get it. You know, just chewing up that meat, masticating it, oopsies, slowly but surely. I will make a big meat steak. Oh yeah, give me the meat skewer. It's time to make some satay. Meat jelly, sure. 1,000 jellies. I feel like there's probably something to be said for the way I just choose specifically not to take like the legendary cookies, but it's fine. We have Night, you know, to be our shining advisor in stress. It's all good. It's all good, man. It's all good. Ta-da! All the HPs are mine. Wow. You know, getting the full meat skewer reminds me of that one online trend sometime. Actually, no, it wasn't sometime back. More like, I feel like it only went to the spotlight like maybe a year back or a few months ago, and then I just saw a bunch of people talking about it. It just stuck with me since then. I'm not sure if it's still like a big trend, but whatever. Anyways, it was this thing where like some kids would just get into their brains that eating only meat, and by only meat I meant like raw meat as their sole protein giver in their diet was a good idea, and the kiddos with all their money and lack of research capability did it. They made videos online and they ate chunks of butter with raw meat, and I mean raw meat as in like a bloody, cold, probably has parasites in it sort of meat. Yeah. So, and they would eat that and they would go online and try to convince other kids to do it too. I remember that, and it was, ugh, you know, I could never. Some of them ended up eating like they went so far down the rabbit hole. They ended up getting it to their brains that somehow eating genitalia was also really great too. And they would eat things like brains or raw meat, stuff you should probably not be eating. You know, raw especially. Unless you want to get like a little tapeworm in your stomach. But oh well. Let's see, I'm pretty sure I got all meat. I love this. A skewer. Fantastic. It's perfect. I've never seen a skewer this wonderful before. Yay! You're such a talented cookie. It's gonna be a fun festival thanks to you. Here's a gift written. 3 random legendary buffs. Yeah, meat. Oh yeah, Tiger Lily. Oh yeah, girl. I know ya. Right. Well, gloating aside, I think it's time we find someone. You, maybe not you, or you. 36,000 points for basic jellies. Sure, I guess. Or this dude, I actually don't really. Sure, let's do it. 我也不介意啊. I'm pretty happy about this. I didn't expect this run to go so well. And by go so well, I mean I didn't expect us to get a full meat skewer, you know? You know, sometimes in Bellflower Skewer, ginseng appears there at the table to collect the herbs. So, that's an adorable little thing. I can't tell if it's based on chance, but it probably is though. Anyways, we've got a nice legendary buff. You know, it's all great, everything's great. Anyways, so meat is the way to go, it seems. Not only do you get Tiger Lily's affection, you also get gratitude for making a full meat skewer. I guess I know the reason why they only want full meat skewers, and it's fantastic for this festival because I mean, carrot cookie is indeed some kind of vegetable. I do assume she wouldn't want a bunch of, well, vegans or people who eat veggies showing up to her festival. Like, if not, there would be some kind of cookie-nibalism, you know. So there's that. Cookie-balism, yeah, it's probably more correct, but who knows. I imagine if I were made out of human flesh. No, I am made out of human. No. Anyways, moving on. If one were indeed to be made out of human flesh, and they were hosting a festival for people, I assume they wouldn't want people who liked eating human flesh showing up to their festival, wouldn't they? They would want the opposite. People who abstain from it, indeed. So I get Carrot Cookie's reasoning behind the whole fantastic meat skewer. You know, it's very deep lore, you see. It takes a keen eye and a lot of brain holes to get to this type of conclusion, but it's cool, you know. 越多的脑洞，越机灵，你知道吗? Like I'm really telling you. The more holes you have in your brain like me, the more spicy your imagination is. And by spicy, I mean completely focused on irrelevant. It's cool, bro. 1, 2, there we go. Probably should choose a cookie with more bear jelly based, or at the very least, you. But I think it's better if I get bear jelly though. Bear jelly, yeah. As much as I would love her, it's too bad. It seems my build is more centered around bear jellies as of the moment, so there's that. I mean, Pirate Cookie could help a bit in the sense of he would destroy some amount of obstacles, just not that many, but still. I think fireworks would help out a lot though. I mean, sure, they're small, but they do destroy some amount of obstacles for me at the very least, so there's that. And the more bear jellies I get, the better, after all. Plus the meteor also destroys obstacles technically, so you know, quality over quantity maybe? Who knows? There we go, Bear Jelly Haven. It's a paradise underwater. Can you see all the bears having a great time? There we go, revive from the dead. I mean, sure, we won't be able to get that many obstacle destruction in this area, but still, you know, we also do need some points at the very least. There we go, 467 million. Not too bad considering it's Pirate Cookie, so there's that. Now let's see what other combi will we get. Nothing good, let's go. Also nothing good. No. Thank you. Missouri. Oh, this is interesting. I could choose, but what I really want is longevity, because the more bear jellies I get, the better, and the more obstacles I destroy, the better. In the short term, Peppercorn would be nice, because she's meta and gives more points, but like in the long term, this dude here is better because he helps us travel farther, and in turn, that makes it so we destroy more obstacles too, and that increases our quota for the amount of obstacles we have destroyed. So increasing our points in the long term, maybe. Like that's the limit of like my brain calculations, you know. Beyond that, like it fails. My brain matter struggles to congeal together. It can't even form a normal solid like matter, least of all wrinkles. So safe to say I am a very certified smooth brain, hey? It's a pile of jello sitting there all nice and pretty in this little skull of mine. It's not very nice to look at, but then again, I do imagine most people have some type of aversion to seeing the little fleshy insides of the human skin sack. So there's that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Destroyed quite a lot of obstacles there, didn't we? Fantastic. It's a fantastic skewer. Just don't be afraid. You won't skewer yourself on the risky wooden bridge. Skewer, skewer, skewer. I was watching this YouTuber named Huts recently. And I remember there was one section in his video he talked about skewers and how you pronounce them. I mean, I name them skewers, but I mean skewers, 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 skewers. I mean, you know, there's an infinite number of ways to pronounce it. I mean, whether it's, dictionary perfect or correct, really doesn't matter that much in the end, doesn't it? I mean, as long as you get your meaning across, doesn't really matter that much. Being correct and all. Time, there we go, 499 million. Not too bad, considering this is fake cookie. No, he's not a giant. Oh, centaur, yeah, this guy's a centaur. Just like the little zodiac in the sky behind him, but, a human head. I'm not one of those sort of kiddos that are interested in astrology and whatnot, but I do find it quite interesting. And one point of, how would you call it? Would you call it contention? I'm not sure if you would, but I would say one point of definitely some sort of turmoil for me. I wouldn't say it's the bad sort of turmoil, but, it's the fact that based on your traditional, oh, it's you again? How much do you love the ocean, Mr. Soda? Oh well, moving on. Oh, you, Mocha, definitely, I'll choose you. Your treasures are pretty good too, so there's that. There we go. Fantastic. Right, anyways, Mocha's excursion outside. What was I talking about? Yes, Zodiac. So, you know those signs and everything for your month and whatever? Apparently mine is... Actually, no. But actually, yes. But no, either. You'll never know what my true birthday is. I'm just gonna pick a random one. But anyways, so, based off what I'm saying right now, right? If I were born in June, then my sign would be Cancer. But funny thing is, Cancer, it's just the name itself. Like, I know, whoever thought of it at that time when they made up the zodiacs and everything, probably didn't think of Cancer in that kind of way, but too bad. I mean, nobody thought hello would be a decent greeting, but it is now. Greetings aside, Cancer. Yeah, that's not a great sign already. But Cancer's animal or sign is a crab, kind of. And I am allergic to seafood, kind of. So, two not very nice things bundled together. Cancer and allergies. And that's just fun. I mean, I could be the double-headed babies, but what do you know, really? I mean, other than the fact that double-headed babies, actually not that great of an omen either, but we'll live, man, we'll live. It's you. It's always you. Well, let's take Lychee. 'Cause she's my bae. Oh, they're my bae. Oh, yeah. They're cute. Like how the dragons are non-binary. It's cute. I like it. I'm non-binary too. Hey, hey. A happy little clouder of non-binary people, I guess. What do you even call a group of? I don't know. A clouder. Did you know that's what they used to call, like, kittens? A clouder of cats or clouder of kittens? Apparently, colony is one way to call them, but clouder is a way to call cats too. A bunch of them together, so... I mean, I didn't know about that until I searched it out because I wanted to know the group name for a bunch of cats together that wasn't colony. So, I got my answer. And then I think there was something about a kindle of kittens, something like that. I don't remember exactly, but clouder, it's just When you say clouder, this reminds me of clam chowder, which is not great, and then you combine it with the kitties and clam chowder kitties. Kitties all in a bunch of clam chowder seafood soup. I don't know where I'm going with this, but wow. That's all I gotta say. The miracle of life, really, and the beauty of death. I mean, not that I think that dying is really all this miserable thing, don't you think? It's because of death that life can be so exquisitely beautiful, don't you think? I mean, mortality itself is part of life, and nothing ever really lived forever except for the fact that, life and death, it exists. Where did I even... Alright. Just don't question where the brain goes. It is better not to question one... Oh. Oopsie. Thought I could make a nice double jump, huh? Too bad, it seems. Anyways, let's take a look at these guys. Wow, 270,000 jellies. Wait, jellies? No, points. Huh, for destroying an obstacle. So, pretty good, all things considered. And full frame. Quite nice, quite nice. Anyways, as usual, let's thank all our comrades here for running with us. And yeah, that's kind of it. Didn't expect this run to turn out the way it did. So, I thought it was gonna just be bad, but who knows. Anyways, not that that's really bad or good runs, but you get what I mean. Maybe. Right. So, enough dilly-dallying. Well, take care of yourself, and thanks for watching. Love you.